We are in Phoenix shooting a short film about my friend Jim, who completed the Arizona Trail in a series of out and back day hikes over the last 3.5 years.
I don't know how he stumbled across the idea of the Arizona Trail. He found out about it. I'd never heard of the Arizona Trail my whole life living here.
My wife was like, yeah, you cannot leave this house for 5 months and think that you could come back and everything will be fine.
He broke it down into all the individual day hikes that we would need to do in order to complete it, which worked out to about 90 different hikes the way that he had it set up.
The project inspired him to create his own backpack company.
He learned how to sew from YouTube videos. So I'm going to teach myself to sew and not just, basic things, but, construct backpacks.
So today, we're taking you on a tour of his shop. Jim, can you just clap for me?
So this is our front showroom where we have quite a bit of displays for all of our backpacks and all of our various different gear on the side. So our food bag, belts, all of our little bit of pouches, display for our various different types of backpacks. This is where we do all of our photography for our different packs for our listings. And as you can see, we're kind of like eclectic on collecting old frame backpacks. So we have some Kelty backpacks. We have a JanSport frame backpack. Kim here runs the entire store.
Hi, Kim.
Hi.
How you doing today?
Good.
Do you know Kim?
Kim is my sister. So she had no choice to become employed here. Because I told her, I said, I got a great idea. Are you doing anything next week? And that was 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So far, we've had a lot of little growing pains trying to manage all of the orders and try to get all of the wholesale orders out every single month. But if it wasn't for Kim cutting and taking cutting home on the weekends and cutting things at 2 a.m. in the morning,
Yeah.
those orders,
Oh my gosh, cutting at 2 a.m.
yeah, those orders wouldn't have gotten filled. I mean, we're a small shop. I mean, this is really it. That's our showroom. This is our workspace. And in the far back is our warehouse. This is where all the production happens. So we have stations right now for 2 seamstresses. As you can see, Johnny's over there right now. This is JJ. JJ brings his owner to work every day. This is Johnny right here. Johnny's been with us for over a year now.
Oh my God, almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty close.
And Johnny's working on all the cozies that we have for garage gun gear.
So this is a heavier duty grow grain. We basically use it to finish the edges, make everything like nice and clean. This is a thicker version than what you would usually find in some other bags. It's meant to take a little bit more wear and tear because this is going to be the part of the bag where your hand's going to be going in, putting in all the items and things like that. So we want to make sure that it's never going to fray or tear and things like that.
So this is Pauline. Pauline's one of our seamstresses, and right now she's working on flat companion pouches.
So I'm adhering these outside straps right here. So that gives you the ability to strap it on, also holds this guy on so you can put like lighter loose items in here. Just sewing the front mesh on as well, kind of finishing that up. Got my other tab on, that one's going on now. This is one completed panel. So the top half, I'm gonna finish putting on the zipper right here. And that'll become this front part.
These are handy little pouches. You can go ahead and sternum strap it, shoulder strap it. You can go ahead and sling it as a little town bag. You could also put them on the back of your backpack. Not that exciting, but this is kind of our notions wall and also our pending order wall. So each one of these little bitty bins is kind of an order or a batch. I mean, we're a small shop, including myself. I think there's 6 of us in total. 3 or 4 are stay-at-home seamstresses that will pick up batches, take them home, they'll sew them, and then they'll bring them back and they'll pick up more batches. This is kind of our warehouse. We're not stocking as much stuff as we used to. It kind of goes really quick, but we do have various different packs that are already pre-built, ready to go. We can go ahead and take custom orders. All of our patterns, we've kind of like tried to make them transferable. So like our pack pouch, which is a really popular item that we make in Dyneema, we also make the exact same pattern, the exact same item. We just use Cordura multicam fabric. and we sell them through another store that we actually have on Etsy called Rat Tactical. The exact same backpack we translate into the multicam fabric. We sell that as a multi-frame pack, and with that it fits the Kelty frame, it fits an Alice pack frame, it fits the Marine Corps frame, and also it fits the Molly 2 frame. So once again, we're trying to go ahead and do some concepts and some things that other cottage manufacturers aren't doing, and that's where we really kind of focus in on maybe some historical elements and some external frames that already currently exist. I actually have a display of an old pack board or pack frame. So this was one of the original backpacks that they designed in the 1930s. And that actually, you know, as uncomfortable as it looks, it actually really can carry a load. And all it really has is kind of a canvas back panel to it with the wood frame. The Forest Service used them for many, many, many years. The Boy Scouts used them through the 40s and the 50s and even into the 60s. I guess one of the Boy Scout merit badges was to go ahead and create your own pack board. So this backpack right here, this is probably about a 70 liter, maybe even a 75 liter. This one's made of Dyneema, so the pack itself doesn't really weigh very much. But we designed it in such a way where if you do have an old Kelty frame with Kelty shoulder straps and a Kelty belt, pretty easily you can go ahead and marry up this backpack with a frame and the whole setup if that's what you're looking for. So this pack right here, this is my personal backpack. This is a Solite 50 backpack. And what I have on there right now is what we call the Solite frame, which is really just a carbon frame. It's 2 carbon rods. And what that does is it takes the normal Solite 50, and by adding on the frame, this pack load capacity, you know, now you could go ahead and take it into the 40-pound range and still be comfortable because you have that weight transfer. We're constantly striving to go ahead and figure out how to incorporate that retro look and that retro feel of an external frame with an ultralight backpack. Like over here, this was one of our things that we have been working on for quite a while, which is it's an aluminum external frame that can easily marry itself up with our 50 liter or our 60 liter, or even this right here is a 40 liter backpack that we make, which is a Trail Pack 40. And this one actually has one of these aluminum frames on it. We try to design everything to kind of accommodate an external frame if the customer wants the external frame feel. I think with an external frame backpack, the rigidity of it and the ability for weight carry is still something that I've always been fascinated with. You know, ultralight serves a certain purpose, but at a certain point, you know, ultralight won't give you the comfort and the capacity that you need. And that's where we kind of like tried to look backwards into history and look at the older style. You know, Kelty did such an awesome job on creating an aluminum frame. I mean, I still look at it like, okay, so why did we start this? Why do we exist? And it still comes back to giving the hiking community options that they wouldn't have without us. And, you know, had that enjoyment.
Well said. Beautiful.
Voila, Sweet 16.